probably not gonna get it anymore. Goldie is the Dragon Knight counter.
So let's see if they end up committing for the OD. And with the Winter Wyvern, Earthshaker, Pangolier, it definitely seems like they've got some decent team fight. They go to the Ember. So not to that OD. Let's see if they even get the
Brawling lineup. Ember, Winter Wyvern, Earthshaker, Pangolier. These are all like really fast-paced heroes. So they need a tower killing hero. They have no tower damage right now. Unless they get Meme Hammer on Ember Spirit and Winter Wyvern.
5 seconds remaining.
Tower damage. They need a tower damage hero. Lycan's tower damage. Lone Druid's tower damage. But I don't like Lone Druid here. I always like Leshrac, but nobody ever picks the hero. Pugna is another tower damage hero, but the hero is long gone, and there's a clockwork in the game, so you don't want to be Pugna.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe in the Wraith King again. Oh my! There's still a chance to get the OD. I mean, throw the Ember. You could throw either the Ember. Well, we saw OD safe lane. It did not work. But
I don't really like Ember with OD, even though they can do it. Then who is gonna kill the buildings? They have no tower damage. 0 tower damage.
Dire team pick.
That's tower damage. That's nice. And the Wyvern ultimate and the Shadowfiend ultimate right now is actually a pretty decent combination. It's a good follow-up. So the lane's probably still flexible for Ocean. I kind of like all these Shadowfiend, all these teams using Shadowfiend safe lane, Ember safe lane, Ember mid, even DP mid, DP safe lane, Dragon Knight mid, Dragon Knight off lane, Dragon Knight safe lane. It adds another level of intricacy in the drafting area. It just puts you in a position where you have to think more about what the enemy can do right now. It's not just like a static thing.
we'll see what Aster do to round out their lineup. Could this be Dazzle in a core role with a 5 puck? Because we've seen that before.
Low chance. Possible, but low chance. They need a win condition here right now. Dragon Knight cannot be a win condition. He can only be a supporting role. He's not going to get a good lane. I'm leaning more towards picking, but I'm not even sure what mid hero you can pick as a win condition. Maybe a hero like Arc Warden, if Arc Warden could work. Yeah, I don't really feel like there's many win condition heroes you can pick. AM is he's okay. I did consider this hero just now, but I wasn't sure because if they do this right, the downside is AM cannot switch lanes, so you're stuck with Dragon Knight against Shadowfiend, which is a very bad lane for Dragon Knight. So this last pick is going to weaken the overall lane setup for Aster. They're going to lose mid. Let's look at the side lanes. So it's actually you're right. It's a position 5 puck. It's a core Dazzle and Clockwork. So the lane is going to be a lot stronger this time against Winter Wyvern and Ember. They definitely have what it takes to win that lane. Bot lane is going to be a Pangolier and Earthshaker against a Puck A. It should be a lane win for anti-mage Puck against 2 melee heroes. So it seems like Aster is going to win both the side lanes and lose mid. So I think it's a decent trade.
So So we'll see if Ocean can pull the 2-0. Definitely seems like a lineup that might be on a timer with Anti-Mage in the game. I mean, not only do they have the Anti-Mage, but we've seen how good the DK can be. And I wonder, can we see Ocean close it out with this lineup? The setup's okay. A Winter's Curse into a Requiem.
Team fight, they have tower damage from Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend needs to go like I think you need to go the right click build. You shouldn't go this game because of it. I actually kind of like if the Ember gets a meme, or even the Winter one gets a meme hammer to bolster their.
Prepare for
So
battle.
as long as they don't get dumpster in the lane too much, they definitely have a way of winning this game. They just need to group up around the Shadowfiend when he gets like BKB plus. Maybe he goes like a Shadowblade BKB again. Like Silver Edge could be against the Anti-Mage or Dragon Knight later on. So it could be an option here for the Shadow. Ember Spirit can just buy whatever he needs to, like maybe even a vessel. Whatever his team needs. And Pangler, maybe a pipe, etc. Look at how confident the AM is. He's starting with all Venom.
30 seconds.
Goes after TZY, who should have a lot more of a felt impact in this game, I'd say. Didn't really feel like we felt his presence as much in that first game, but still they got the victory.
Oh, I can't draw words. Why are the lines crossing? Okay, I can never write your name. Wait, how do you do that? I can't seem to cross. Look what happens when I draw a line.
I mean, it looks normal to me.
Do you see a B?
Yeah.
It looks like trash to me.
Is it
Lines
just getting a
don't
bunch
shit.
of lines running through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
know what I
probably
mean?
getting the same bug I'm getting. Because it happens to me when I draw it normally. I don't know why that happens. But it's a thing for some reason.
Oh, we are going to be in another month of lockdown. I'll be here for some time.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about it in here lasting until like May.
It should be like June, like May to June. Like even if the lockdown is lifted, like I don't know about you in New York, but in Malaysia, we are expecting the lockdown to be lifted like mid-May. But even if it's lifted, life will never be the same. You know, it's gonna take a long time before everything goes back to normal. But I don't think the normal after that will be the same as the normal before.
I think in the US it might be the same as before. I don't know. People seem to just
People
like
are not
to be
taking
like
it
that.
seriously.
Yeah.
Why is that so? Are they not really afraid of coronavirus being a threat? Seems like there are a huge amount of people that are just living life as normal. You know, they're not really bothering about what's happening,
I'm not really too sure.
and they're infecting other people because of their, behavior. You know, they're not just affecting themselves. I don't think they understand that this is not just about them. You know, it's about other people around you, your neighborhood. You know, it's not just you. it is kind of considered a murder. If you do not want to follow the guidelines, you go out, you get infected, and you don't know, and you infect someone else. It's kind of like murder, you know.
If
You got
you're
blood on your hands.
yeah, I mean, if it's super preventable, if you just keep to yourself, keep your distance, you know, isolate when you need to isolate. But
Play some Dota, you know.
yeah. Or
Oh,
play
the
something
thing
single
is,
player without using my internet. That's cool.
it's very hard for some of the friends I know. It's very hard for them being in lockdown. Like for me, it's like, you know, it's my normal life. You know, I'm always at home. If I'm not at the event, I'm at home. I'm playing Dota, feeding my fish, changing water, making some cake. So that's like my normal life. You know, doing the laundry. Nothing really changed much. I rarely go too far for food. I always go like nearby, and maybe sometimes I order a Grab so they deliver to my home. So I don't really leave home too much. I mean, for you, I guess you work, right? So you have like you work from Monday to Friday, so you have to leave home quite often.
Well, I
For your
was
day
gonna
job.
work. I don't have a day job right now. My mom does. I was going to have a day job, but it was working within baseball, but the baseball season got canceled, or well, not canceled, but postponed for now. So I technically I'm not working.
Oh, you are no.
No, I'm just casting right now.
This is kind of like work, you know, during difficult times.
I mean, we do work like 9 hours a day. It's a full-time job.
Today we've been online since 12:45. Now it's it's 1 more hour to 8 hours. We'll
Yeah.
probably get there after this.
We'll be within it this game, probably. And if it goes
so the
2-3, you know, that's how it is.
We don't get paid overtime. Sorry to tell.
Time and a half.
So that Ezra goes for the Shadow Wave at level 1. So he's trying to get the equilibrium pushed out. It's quite interesting, you know. Generally against a melee core, you act the Poison Touch. But he's trying to do something interesting to allow the Clockwork to pull the next wave. But Y1 does the smart thing. He body blocked it. This is very, very important blocking his camp. Yeah, I can't stress enough like how important it is. And in pubs, sometimes the support players or the core players, they don't understand why they're losing the lane. Because sometimes as a core, right, you're farming in the lane, and it's imperative that you actually come over to help the support to get this camp blocked. Because sometimes he can't really block it alone, and he needs your.
A lot of damage coming out on XSS. Searing Chains, Cogs pushes back Olaf for a moment. Splinter Blast doing a lot here too. And XSS eating a lot of harassment. Of course, he's got 2 tangos. He's got the Shadow Wave, but still.
How about the anti-mage life? 9-4. Easy lane. Tangolia Earthshaker. Earthshaker has just been constantly pulling. But AM has no issues, you know. This hero has no issues last hitting on it. He's not like a Morphling. Morphling or Drow Ranger, those are the 2 carries I know. When you see someone pull the lane, you like there's a sigh down your heart. Oh my god, not this again.
I mean, this is certainly turning into be a tough matchup here for the Pangolier, who's continuing to get harassed by Bkop.
Yeah, mid lane, like I expected, Shadowfiend is just gonna dominate this matchup more and more once you get... level 5 is the point. Dragon Knight is gonna have to sit back, maybe even jungle. It's gonna be... the lane is just gonna be tougher and tougher for the Dragon Knight.
From all the matchups we've seen for Dragon Knight tonight too, this is probably the hardest one, right?
One of the hardest ones. I'm sure there are some like weird matchups that are harder, you know, that I don't think of. Like maybe a Huskar, you know. Yeah, Huskar is probably the shittiest one. All magic damage. I mean, your friend TZY is having a rough game. 5 CS so far.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend here with TZY, but Fade bottom. Arctic Burn hits on him. He's got the Battery Assault. Ola, though, doesn't have mana for the moment. He does have that Mango. And unfortunately, Fade will be able to TP out. He'll lose his Courier, though, in return.
Space for Dazzle. Dazzle is still doing quite well in the lane. 20 to 2 last hit sentiment. Nope, so because the Dragon Knight is going to lose his lane, he's going to be... I think if you're the Dragon Knight, you don't really hope for much in the lane. Just you want your level 6 boots, rotate. You're going to look to rotate later. Go to other lanes and push towers. And give the lane to the puck to get experience. That's what you want to do here. I have to say, he's keeping up in the CS quite well. Like 23, it's 24, 25, 26.
Oh, might be first blood. Woo. Sleight of fist, poison touch. Looked close. So, it gets that salve, and I mean, we look at just the damage they're doing on Aster in multiple lanes. They are starting to really dominate in 2 of these lanes. And the thing with that, though, is it seemed like they were dominating early in the previous game, too. But, I mean, Ocean were able to overcome the early problems that they had.
Oh, this game they have the AM though, so it's a lot different than the last game. They have much better late game this. So Dragon Knight pops level 6. What? He actually is even right now with the Shadow King. Is amazing. Two braces. Where are the supports for the catapult? But Ola's in trouble, gonna get caught out by Fame.
Fame's over here mid. We take a look bottom. Ola looking like he'll be first blood to access S. Looking for that rune bottom. It ends up being a haste. ZC can't do anything about it, and Chuan just holds his own over mid. So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good for Dire. SCCC brings forward, tries to throw some harass onto TZY, who has already been struggling this whole time.
He has not had a fun lane at all. He is sitting here with 14 last hits and is walking all the way back to base, only to TP back in. I mean, this is a lot missed.
Struggle City. I mean, this is what you get. And you have an Earthshaker
Touch.
going.
And they've got the Searing Chains, but Ola again looking like he's gonna die.
Oh dear. Aster is steamrolling the lanes, and Shadowfin is not winning the lane against the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is doing 50-50. I mean, this is probably the reason why... Oh, XM1.
Yeah, he's looking dead as well, but TZY makes the rotation. Can he help to get a kill or do anything here? And Fisher comes in, but the Battery Assault is enough to get the kill. They'll lose XSS. Question is, can they also get Fade? Ping's coming through from the Winter Wyvern, and they will finally get that second kill.
Yep, that's gonna give Pangla his level 6 after this wave. I mean, right now, Ocean, they have to try to regroup and try to pressure this AM, you know, push towers. Have to find a way to group up with the Shadow Fiend. Like, nothing's going right for them, and ZC is gonna get caught by Fate.
Fade's over here, and they've got the cogs around him. Breathe Fire to finish him off. Another big kill there for Aster. XMY rotates in. Chuan, he's got Dragon Tail, but won't dive the tower for it. I mean, this is Looking all Aster so far.
The lanes have gone way too poorly for Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower
Top and bottom lanes. I mean, that's why we saw when we see SAG play. TZY, Rolling Thunder. Can he get the repeated roll on the cliff?
He got 2 hits, but that doesn't do anything for them. Ends up just being a disruption to them over mid, but nothing more.
Yeah, you could earlier when we were watching SAG, we had a little talk about how they always only when they pick Pango, they only prioritize giving it to Felix on a position 4. Because you think more about it, like a lot of games we've seen like Pango as a core, you struggle in the lane. But whenever you put him as a position 4, he just like fits perfectly. He doesn't really have those laning issues problem, and you still do what you're supposed to do. And bot lane,
they'll rotate a couple.
With the Pango.
We got TZY coming over. ZC is here. Fade ends up dead. So at least one out of that.
Space for anti-mage. Oh my god, this AM is super farmed. Trit's ring. It's closing into his broadsword or voidstone, whichever he wants first. Bounty rune's gonna be in play right now. I mean, so far, the game has been perfect for his AM. He hasn't been pressured one bit at all.
Searing Chains Ember. Needing to really figure it out as he's sitting low, but he's got that regen rune to go to.
Top lane, Dragonite is just poking the tower. Catapult is arriving. He has a TP to rotate.
They're gonna go for this Dragonite.
He's welcome. He's dead.
Searing Chains, Rolling Thunder, all coming in. Dragon Tail out on Ola. Nobody coming over. And even use the Winter's Curse on this. Searing Chains again, and then finally get the kill.
It's a big kill. It's like a big kill. He popped his dragon form, so that's a big waste. But just overstayed his welcome a little bit. He should have known that Radiant is going to go to chase them. Even the AM left and TP towards bot lane. So right now, what's the situation for the AM is still free farming. Puck's level 5, not level 6 yet. So he needs to find a way to get to level 6. Clockwork has level 6, so they should try to look to the... Dazzle is very, very strong. Medallion and Necrobo.
Oh, good hook shot from Fade. Cox pushing back. It's like Aster wanted to commit to this, but didn't want to move too far forward as the Remnant comes in. XSS now on the run. He's got the shallow grave, so he ends up surviving, but Bkop, he needs to leave as well. XSS, he ends up dead. They'll take out 3 here for Ocean.
Oh, that was a very weird initiation. That was a very weird... How are they supposed to kill the Pango there? I think if they just stood in the tower, defend under the tower, they have a good shot. They just needed to delay and stay there. But in the meantime, Chuan got a tower middle, so he manages to get something in return for his teammates. Definitely a bit of miscommunication. There was no way they could have killed the Pango there when the Puck is level 5. He needs to get a lane. Ask for a lane.
He desperately needs to have that Dream Coil available. Or he just won't feel effective for an even longer amount of time. And this is just right now not where Aster want to be. It is opening up a lot of space here for the Anti-Mage, who is closing in on this Battle Fury, but you still want to make sure that you can get everything done. open up the map as much as possible for him. Bottom, they're going to look and trying to get another kill here on XSS. Rolling Thunder comes in. They are hesitant about diving in onto the Dazzle. They make the commitment, they get the kill. Bkop over, but he's still not level 6. So with the Winter's Curse, the TP him from Xuan. Lose your orb over TZY, but he's still dead.
They have to be careful about giving too many kills though. And this Puck, he needs, like, you need to ask for a lane, you know, you can't just run around placing the wards. Like, his core is actually a big part of like dealing with the Pangolier especially, and the Ember Spirit. AM has Battle Fury right now. 14 minutes, Chess Battle Fury. Very, very quick. But the Shadow Fiend is as farm as the AM. Oh, Dust.
They're coming for him. Good Dust, good Poison Touch, Dragon Tail, Requiem not coming through, only in Death. Hook shot to the back lines, and XMY, well, he's looking like a victim too. He'll be taken out here over bottom.
Got greedy for the tower. He got the tower gold, but not worth it in there. Like, way too greedy. So good play by Aster, finally to punish the Shadow Fiend, his Shadow Blade. So that's gonna give them like 2 to 3 minutes to farm on the AM. Shadow Fiend needs time to regroup, reclaim his souls. Needs to get his BKB as well. Ember is going Yules. Alright, I guess just to deal with the Puck Coil and the silence. Shaker has Dagger soon in 200 gold. That's gonna be big for Radiant. And so far, SCCC has been undisrupted for 15 minutes in this game.
It feels like you should be able to close, not close it out, but have a good chance of disrupting everything that's going on soon enough.
I think Radiant has to try to first they need to get this tower, and then they have to slowly try to invade one jungle, like especially as the top jungle. AM is getting way too many camps to farm here. Even if they can't kill him, they need to limit his farm. They need to slow him down. They have a dagger on Earthshaker. Can they get him?
See if they can finish him off. They've got the damage, they've got the kill. SCCC. That's a big kill again.
Yep, he got way too greedy here, way past the line. Taking this camp and then one more wave, like that extra wave. I always say, the extra wave you want to kill is going to get you killed. Bottom lane, a curse here, but no backup so far from XMY.
Here comes the Ember, Dreamcoil placed down, and the damage out onto this Ember Spirit. Xuan, XSS, and Bkop lining up to try and kill him off, and they will, even though he's got the Remnant down. That is basically as he died. Hookshot also came in, but let's see, can they kill off XMY? It should be enough damage here to clean up another. On top of that, it looks like they're going to get a tier 2 bottom.
Let's see if Shadow Fiend can get a solo kill here. Should be able to blow him up with Requiem.
And looking for ooh.
Oops. He still has time. He still has time.
And with the fissure, more than enough help to get that kill.
Just a support. Not a big deal for Dire team. AM is here. So AM as the observer ward. I mean, this is something that I don't get to talk about a lot. It is actually important to give a ward to your carry when he's like a hero like AM or Slark, where he can play the really deep areas. It's very good to give like observer ward to the carry. It's even better because we had this talk before about how sometimes you can't go to certain places as a position and you need someone else to help you to place the wards, but in a pub nobody wants to help you, right? But in a team game you can actually communicate it and give the wards to
It's about knowing what you should be adding and being able to have that vision, because the vision helps the team. If you're the anti-mage and you can get a ward down.
He got this ward down, but I felt like he could have maybe got it deeper. But this is really hard to de-ward. What does it tell you? Like, if there's a rotation coming to here, because he's going to be playing in all these areas a lot, so he needs to see if, say, the Earthshaker is coming with the blink. That's his big. And the Winter Wyvern Curse. Those are the two heroes he needs to see in the map. And if you look at the Radiant, they have one here. So they really want to keep tabs of where the Dire is moving around this area. So right now, because of the wards, right, they saw them. They're able to do this rush. Clockwork has scouted out with the flare. So Radiant is still persisting in doing this rush. Could it be a mistake here? Let's see. I don't think doing this rush is a very, very smart idea after being scouted. They're still going. Dire is arriving. There's no way this is. Oh. It took them some time to figure out there's no way they should do that. The counter smoke. They need to go from try to get a big kill. This is not an important hero. Oh no.
They don't even get it.
Oh. Disaster.
Meanwhile, here come Aster. They look over at TZY. They've got the Dragon Tail, but there's the Fear coming in for the Requiem as well as the Raises. The Rolling Thunder now having the opportunity to be used. But is this enough to really disrupt the fight? The right click's not really being felt from ZC on XSS. Goes out a poison touch. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's starting to follow this up. See how long this fight even lasts is behind them. At least for right now.
It's all a bait. Double outpost given to Dire because of that. That's precious experience to the puck in Cloud. And AM is again happy. He has a Manta style completed right now. 20 minutes. He is very, very farmed. And they have a coil on puck, so they are gonna. I think they know the Ember's around bot lane. They might be waiting to kill him after this. Dragon Knight has BKB fairly soon.
All the while, Anti-Mage continuing to farm. He's got that Manta, working on an Abyssal right after. Dragon Knight, 25 gold away from picking up that Ogre Axe. Now he's got that BKB.
Raiden again once forcing Roshan, but Clockwork's gonna scout that out. This is so risky. They are getting so.
There's the Dream Coil and the hook shot in. They still haven't killed off Roche. They've got the Winter's Curse. Now can they get the Roche while the Winter's Curse is happening? Echo Slam comes in. Bkop ends up dead, but here comes the turnaround as they take out the Earthshaker. The Rolling Thunder doing a lot, but it's not enough. They get the first kill out onto the Shadow Fiend, and Anti-Mage saved by the Shallow Grave of XSS. TZY though, Breathe Fire comes in, Requiem out. They get the kill on a TZY. That's good gold coming in for XSS. And Dragon Tail is out once again. SCCC back into the fight. ZC surrounded, and he ends up dead.
Well, that initially looked like it was like a little bit of miscommunication at the same time. The Dragon Knight blinked in, the Clockwork hook shot, and they both got caught by the Winter's Curse, and they both didn't pick up the. They weren't able to finish the rush and kill the Aegis. But at the end of the day, even though the Shadow Fiend got the Aegis, the fight was pretty much too difficult for them to take after that. The BKBs are down. They don't have Curse anymore. It seemed like it was a really big echo stand, but it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, the positioning in the Echo Slam looked really good. It like you said, it felt like it was so good.
If they don't get the Dazzle, it doesn't matter who they go on, you know. They can't kill the person.
Now let me ask you this. Are you a minus 2.5 second on the blink kind of guy, or a blink uncontrollable illusion kind of guy?
2.5.
Okay. Fate ends up dead there. Dreamflow comes in, and Bkop able to just get out of harm's way. Such a lead right now for Aster. And this is with an anti-mage who's going towards that Abyssal Blade, farming up really well, opening up a lot of space. I mean, the team looks just about ready to go. I mean, the only thing that's really missing is that Aegis, and unfortunately they're not going to be able to get one for a long time.
They are not in any rush, man.
No, nor do
This game-
they have to be.
Yeah, this game is just yours to lose. As long as they do what they're supposed to. Don't rush, take it one step at a time. They need to respect the fact that there is still a chance Radiant can win this game if they can't just expect, oh, AM is so far ahead, we're gonna win regardless. That's when you're gonna make the mistake. So they're gonna try to secure this area. It's gonna be a bounty spawning. Radiant seems like they are not gonna be interested to fight. They're gonna be moving towards the top bounty runes.
Although ZC still here, Blink Dagger available on Chuan. He'll spot TZY. And Illusory Orb, Dream Coil comes in. BKB's been popped by the Ember. And the Fissure now blocking in Chuan, but the deep hook shot from Fade, it's disrupting this fight. The BKB from ZC is about to run out. So he'll go into the Shadow Blade, try to get back, but they already get the kill on X and Y as well as Fade. The Rolling Thunder comes through. Not really sure they have much more to this exchange. And Ocean just need to retreat. Rolling Thunder runs out in just a second, but he's got the Swashbuckle back up on the high ground. However, they've already lost two of their heroes.
Oh,
Aster again.
This game is more or less just on the AM to lose the game. Like if he doesn't make any mistakes, I can't see them losing this game anymore. Like Radiant is like more about like thinking what went wrong right now. Like you use this time to reflect and just move on to what you want to do the next, more or less. I mean, there's very little they can do anymore this game. They have damage problems. They can't really kill the AM. I mean, they somehow lost their lanes, you know, like the mid lane. Shadowfiend wasn't able to dominate the lane.
They're gonna look for this AM though. There's the Requiem. Fear is there, but he's able to blink away and healed up by the the Shadow Wave of XSS. So all that damage is for naught.
He needs someone to buy him a Blitz.
They're gonna come back in. They're gonna look over now at TZY. Cold Embrace keeps him healthy. Dust is used on the backlines by XSS. A three-man waiting rift, and now the hookshot comes in. They'll get the kill on XMY. They'll look over at Fame. They've got the damage to get the kill on the Earthshaker, so they'll grab two. Ola, his BKB running low. TZY bouncing back and forth as SCCC comes in. They've got the bash. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. And they are really cleaning up on these heroes as now the focus is on TZY. He lets him leave though as changes focus on a ZC. Bash through and Shadow Fiend. Shadow Blade comes in and saves him once again. Just enough.
Story of the game, AM is too fat. There was nothing they could have done in this game to pressure him because of how bad the lanes went. I feel like Pangolin is really more suitable. Like the more I think about it, position 4 hero. That's his best role and position. That's why SAG has been doing it every game.
Oh, Echo Slam out onto the anti-mage, but not doing a lot of damage. Disarm the Dragon Knight, and now Dream Coil comes in once again. BKB's been popped by the DK. He'll pop the BKB on Ola. He'll continue forward. Hookshot very well placed from Fade as well as the Cogs. Ola now kind of zoned out of this one. Winter's Curse, but the Fissure's there. Can't do anything with that. They get the kill there on his EC. He doesn't have buyback. Illusory Orb over from Bkop. Doesn't get over to the low ground, but it doesn't matter. They've got the bash onto Ola to get the kill onto the Ember. And they're cleaning up this Ocean team as they are really starting to drown in this game too. So Get the kill on the Shadow Fiend. The Ember make it another with this Pango going down. And a blink forward to go after the Earthshaker to grab another kill there. Fame ends up dead. The Pango Eerie just bought back. TZY on the run, but the bash at the stairs. And do they have the damage? Actually ends up surviving as they change their outlook over to Ola. Sleight of Fist, they'll get the kill into Bkop. He drops the gem, picked up by SCCC, who will blink away. But this is heavy commitments coming in from Ocean. Disarm once again onto the DK. Dragon Tail comes in. And in the backlines, Abyssal Blade onto the Winter Wyvern. Cold Embrace to stay alive as they got the disarm with the lucky shot out onto the Anti-Mage. Will go into the Rolling Thunder once again. But that doesn't help keep XMY alive. TZY bouncing around. BKB's been popped by Schwan as well as Ola. Ola's BKB about to run out. Searing Chains is through into the DK. Nobody dying here except for Bobika on the side of the Dire. They get the kill on Ola. And now they're without the Ember for 75 seconds. Requiem gets thrown. Fissure hits. And Fade's still on the run. The BKB's been popped by ZC, but he's being pushed back by SCCC. Spell Shield making sure he's okay. Abyssal Blade forward onto the Shadow Fiend. Just need a couple more shots. He goes into the Shadow Amulet with the Poison Touch, but they've got the Dragon Tail. They'll get the kill. He's gone for 64. TZY next up on the list, on the menu. And they'll call GG. Ocean finally tapping out as Aster take game 2 and force it to a game 3.
Yep. Laning again. Ocean's down for once again. Like their mid player, I mean I don't want to like blame him or anything, but there are too many games where whenever he has like a good matchup, he doesn't win his matchup, or whenever he has an even matchup, he usually loses his lane against the better players. So definitely not yet on par with in terms of laning mechanics against the tier 1 players. So, and because of how the draft is set up, whenever you don't have many options to fall back to, you lose your lane. Like, I mean, he didn't lose his lane. He was a 50-50 against the DK. DK was like same net worth, but I expected the Shadow Fiend to dominate the lane, to do much better, so he can actually play around him. He's kind of like the win condition, They need to group around him to get the towers, but that never really happened for them.
Yeah, so Aster take game 2. They force it to a game 3. We'll be back with game 3 in just a moment, so stay right there. We'll be hopefully quick on the turnaround.